Hello, my beautiful blossoms. It's me, Misaki Mirai, and welcome back to Yeast. Now, unfortunately, I cannot speak Roman numerals, but if you can, you can. Good for you. I'm just gonna call it the Yeast game that I have experience in, or something. But I'm gonna have the full title of the game in the YouTube title, so no need to worry about that. Or you could just say Yeast. Monstrum Nox. I could just say that, but anyway. It's time for us to get the fork. Now, what needs to be done next is, I believe, let's see. Examine. Okay, we need to get here. It's stupid. Okay, but yeah, the thing is that when you are in front of the door, you should just count as you examining the lock, because it's literally the only thing you can interact with. So, it just makes no sense.
Good. You've made it out. That was a pretty neat trick with the fork. I knew you would figure it out. I appreciate what you did in the mess hall. I appreciate the offer, but I'd only just slow you down.
Obviously, we'll come back for this person that we're talking to, so, it'll happen later on in the game, but that's just the way it is.
Don't worry about me. I'll be fine here. I've grown rather accustomed to these walls. Hurry now. You must leave the prison before the guards catch wind of your escape.
And that's basically how those things add up. And that's basically how everything turned out to be the way it is. And the prologue. So yeah. Because there were questions about the game that need to be answered. Is that like a Nintendo exclusive thing? Because I recall answering more questions than what I did before escaping the prison. Were they answered differently? I don't know. I'll have to look into that. But I recall answering questions that were about the past game. Like, at least some of the past games. So, yeah.
He's not here! Sweep the area near the canal again. He can't have gotten far.
Can we be certain he's here? He couldn't have made it through the aqueduct.
It's a direct order from Master Shadowlord himself. We're to take extra precautions with this one. So keep it to yourself and resume your search before I have you locked up too.
Now, for context to that dialogue that this Weather Knight said, if the Knights don't do as they're told, they'll become prisoners. So that basically means that's basically their way of firing people. That's basically how that is. So yeah, that's context. The full-on context of this game. In a way, at least for that part.
Yes, sir.
Now I could go looking around, but during the nighttime the exploring is kind of strict in its own way, I'd reckon, because of the entire knights looking for the main character.
Security fortifications in the agricultural district and the main gates.
They're in place, sir.
Good. Not a single rat gets through. Understood?
Yes, sir.
Alright. So doing this to fill the map a bit. Those are where some of the knights are. It's this building up ahead. I'm gonna go here. Yes, and that's kind of weird though, he just kicked the door open. But that's how it is. So you want to go through here. Now if we examine this, we can hide back here. Yes, because that's the only place we can go. As far as I know.
Nothing, sir. We've already searched the entire area.
What's this building?
It's just an old inn. It was closed about a year ago.
We searched it and didn't find anyone.
All right. Move out and continue the search.
Yes, sir.
Okay. That's basically where we have to look around. It's basically telling us to look around. Okay, well, the jump height is lowered. What the fuck? Yes, I know we have to go downstairs, but basically, this room will come in handy later. And the crazy thing is that we can't just jump through that. So, yeah, I'm just demonstrating that. Obviously, if you try looking around in the middle on this floor, there's nothing here. Hence why we're going to go down here. Obviously, you can look around as much as you want before you continue the game, which is, you know, a good thing. But that's basically what you want to access. So, let's do that. Red scarf and black hair dye. Now, in the Nintendo version, the hair looks more blue. It also looks like that in this game. Which is a surprising thing. Now, I don't have any DLC, so if I show you the DLC, I don't have anything. Now, obviously, I'll get the DLC later. I don't know if I'm going to be able to get anything else, but, you know, the skill levels, we have the Gothic Sword, we don't have any armor. Right now, we don't have anything for costumes, because I don't have the DLC. All that jazz. Now, obviously, after you're done acquiring that, but in case you guys know, I'm making it seem like this is a guide video. I'm not doing that intentionally, but you basically just want to exit through here. That's basically what you gotta do. Move on. So if you don't know where, for those of you that are new to this game, that's basically what you need to do in order to proceed. Now we're going to be searching for our partner, and I think the name is pronounced Dogi. If I'm wrong, then I don't know what to tell all of you. And I kind of want to look around, because looking around is crucial if you want to find items. Or, in some cases, bugs. You don't have the ability to double jump yet. If we're wandering around. So we can't really just go on to anything right now. At least not entirely. don't know if I can get back there. It says there's a chest, right? Oh yeah, actually yeah, it's up there on the roof. So yeah, if you don't see it on the open, it's most likely on the roof or down below, depending on the situation. So yeah, I have played this game quite a bit. Hence why I know quite a bit about this game and whatnot. So, you know, and obviously this barrier, we cannot go through it.
A treasure chest!
But we should still acquire what we can. As you can see, I can walk towards the barrier all I want, but it won't let me do anything beyond that. We'll unlock more of this town as we progress, but you know, one thing that is important is on this, because you will always want to step on these. Always make sure you step on these things in order to do things. Now what you want to do is examine this. Okay. I know that it doesn't seem like a guide, but this is the best I can do for commentary this game, because it's like, yeah, there's a lot of things that are obvious, but what about the new players? So I'm just trying to help out new players while doing commentary. That's normally not what I do, but you know, at least trying to be useful. Okay. I know that I haven't been doing commentary for a short bit, but the female character in the far back is actually a main character. You can actually tell because she has a shorter hair length than the female NPC that's been talking. You know that, so yeah, that's how you know. Now there's an explanation as to who that female character in the far back is, but you know, I'm not going to go spoiling that, because the game will actually just explain it. Alright.
Mind your surroundings, Crimson King. This place has become the cursed land, the Grimwald Nox.
Now that's where the Nox part comes in.
It is a realm where the line between the worlds of human and monster becomes obscured. For you, it is the front line of battle. Come forth, my Monstrums, and consume this dark night!
White Cat, reporting in.
Hawk, present. This had better not be another waste of time.
Doll here. Good day. Raging Bull, I'm raring to go.
Renegade. Let's get on with it already.
Monstrums, meet the Crimson King. Now there are 6 of you.
We have a new recruit.
I guess we needed the extra help.
My condolences, pal.
That's a funny name you've got there, Crimson King.
Raging Bull is also peculiar.
Obviously, these are fellow Monstrums, and obviously their names will be mentioned, but, you know, might as well ask.
Like you. They are monsters.
Okay, yeah, that's already
Use
explained.
their gifts to exorcise the monsters that infest this realm. If you fail to do so, you will be trapped here forever. And if you should die in this realm, your souls will wander it for the rest of eternity. That is the curse which all of you Monstrums must bear. You'll obey me here on, or you'll regret it.
There she goes again, sounding just as unreasonable as ever.
That demented bitch. One day I'm gonna kill her.
I don't like it any more than you guys. But this is the only way we can get back to our own lives. The clock is ticking. Now then, shall we begin?
Okay.
Monstrums, the time is nigh. Under the red moons, the wicked and the defiant shall be punished. Ascend into this unbreaking night. Unsheathe your curse and smite the darkness.
Now, we will be fighting waves of enemies. This is actually the easiest thing. And not only that, but this is something we can do for level grinding, getting materials, you name it. And all that jazz, because, you know, we have a lot of things to get to for this episode. Might as well get more intel. Okay. So obviously it's an important thing. We're going to defend. We want to defend the thing that dispels the knot, which is called the Sphene. Sphene, I don't know if this is an actual word, but, you know, that's basically what we need to defend. Now this is basically where we have to attack all the enemies that come out of these weird circle things. So, basically... and lock on. You need to make sure you collect all the money as well. I want to collect all the money. Obviously the bar at the top tells you how many of enemies you have defeated, and if it's in the red entirely, you're going to be fucked. So make sure you kill all the enemies before they get to the thing they have to defend. Okay. I've never seen them use skills. I've never seen allies use skills this early. Okay. Too close. Should have been focusing on that, but fortunately, that thing didn't take a hit. Alright. Final wave. I did not want intentionally time that. Now you want to kill all the enemies. Oh shit. Go, 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 go. Too close. Too close. We're comfortable there. Collect all the money. Your allies can do that for you too. Okay.
Impressive.
Now this is the easy one. Okay. And our final rank is S.
I'd expect no less from all of you.
That's how it's done. Obviously we get loads of items. So yeah, that's
Good. It seems the Grimwald Nox has lifted.
just basically how it's done. Now, not all these things will require you to do this, but, you know, that's just a different thing.
You have much potential, Crimson King. Your power will be useful in banishing the darkness in the days to come.
What?
Why indeed? If you seek the truth about the curse, first unveil the mystery of Balduke Prison.
Alright. Yeah, obviously, when it comes to the bars being red, you have to get rid of the enemies. Gives us things.
We've returned to the city.
Typical. Leave it to her to scurry off as soon as her dirty work's done.
Okay, well, I'm gonna go home.
I'll be leaving too.
Oh,
You got that right, new kid. I'm sure you've got a lot of questions. But you're out of luck. We don't have the answers you're looking for.
we still don't know why we're even fighting. Nor what those monsters are. Nor why the Grimwald Nox comes.
Yeah, and what's with those magic bullets?
She used them to turn us into these things.
Someone's desperate for friends.
And we can't leave the city either. You can thank the curse for that. When she calls, we fight. We're nothing more than puppets.
I'd rather be monster chow than be stuck another month in this dump.
Yeah, I love this city, but there's only so much to do around here.
Hey, look, they're on the roof!
Mama, is that a monster?
Shh, it's rude to point.
Wait a second. Are those all of the Monstrums?
Yeah, but I count 6 of them. Is the red one a monstrum too?
Oops, we've been made.
The new kid's outfit sticks out like a clown at a funeral.
Okay. There's obviously a lot of things I could say about the characters, but you know, I'll worry about that when the time comes. Plus, I don't have the DLC, so I can't really explain anything right now. When it goes to Hawk. So, you know, I have yet to say my opinions about the other characters' DLC outfits entirely. So, you know.
We should disperse before someone calls the Roman soldiers or the knights.
Very well. I shall take my leave then.
Okay, I'll go too. Bye, guys.
I've been looking all over for you after I heard you escaped from the prison. Am I glad I found you before the soldiers did? I bet. You can tell me about it later. Huh? You look... never mind. Just imagining things, I guess. Anyway, now that you're a fugitive, you really shouldn't be out.
Did you find him?
No, we've looked everywhere, sir.
We can't let all 6 of them get away. Call for reinforcements. I want at least one of them in custody.
Thanks to those Monstrums, soldiers will be everywhere. We'd better find somewhere to lay low for now. Whoa, that's a lot to take in. So that makes you one of those Monstrums? A prison with monsters in the basement. A mystery woman with false limbs.
Okay. So yeah, there's just a lot I can say. Hey, but you know, I'll save some of it. What I have to save for when I get to DLC. I don't know when that'll be though. Unfortunately. So yeah.
And a curse that won't let you leave the city. Can't say I understand it all. Except the part about being stuck here for a while. Ain't much of an apology coming out of a wily smile like that. You're enjoying this, aren't you? You goofball. Anyway, before we can do anything else, we're gonna need a hideout. The basement of this abandoned building ain't bad. A hidden entrance like that would make coming and leaving a lot more discreet. We can fix it up enough to sleep here. Then we can talk about a plan.
Yeah.
You got it. Just leave it to me.
Okay, that's the end of chapter 1.
Yeah.
Okay. Now we're at the beginning of chapter 2. 2 videos and we're already at chapter 2? That's a surprise. Okay. So here's that. The camera thing in this game is that... Wait. What? No. Wait, I recall down being up and then down being up. What? Hold on. I guess I did something to change that? Because in the in the Switch version of this game, or the Nintendo Switch version I should say, there was a camera thing that would happen. Okay, let's not have that. Okay. Weird. It was down and down is... Okay. Okay, so down is up in Switch version and vice... Or so basically. So basically, if you move the joystick up, the camera goes down in a way. I don't know. It's all weird. Okay, so I will not be changing the voice at all, other than the text. I'm going to save. After that, considering how early we are in the game. Like, it's still early in the game. And I'll do a little bit more of this. So, you know, all of you won't just be left with at the beginning of chapter 2 and whatnot. Now, I don't know what's behind this door. I have not gotten that far, and neither has my brother Jared. I don't know what's with that door, which we can't go into yet. But, you know, I don't really know if anyone knows. Okay, obviously we will want to update the map as much as we can, because there is something that there's a good reason for it, but you know, in a way it's explained later in the game. However, okay. So we're pass through the side quest right off the bat. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh. Okay. So we want to interact with those. In which case, it won't only be affected via him, though. Like, that's not the only reason why, but in a way, that does explain quite a bit. I don't know what that person's for, and we can't really go behind that night because of obvious reasons. Plus, we don't have the proper character. Because obviously if you try going through like this, it won't work. Obviously the back is blocked regardless of the barrier. So yeah. I'll ask you that I'll be kept in mind as we play the game. Okay, so he's green dot. Alright. I want to look around.
Welcome. Are you looking for something?
Okay.
Need anything else? Come again, okay?
Alright, so now we're gonna... Obviously I'll talk to that. Kind of look around. Okay. Now obviously we will be limited to exploration if the game tells me... If the game's gonna tell you to do that, so make sure you do that first. I just didn't know myself, so now that all of us out know that. So barrier. There's an important thing back there. Well, we'll get that later. Yeah. Just gonna keep reminding you, but yeah, there's a chest nearby. I need to try and fill up some of the map. Now, let's see if we can leave. Even though there's really no point. Because obviously trying to leave is just pointless due to the barrier. Okay. Now's our chance to see if we can leave. Even though there's really no point in trying.
Ouch! I am so sorry. Are you okay? I mean, I didn't hurt you, did I?
What's wrong?
Yes, I was. I'm really sorry about that. I've been having a hard time at work. Oh no, sorry. I didn't mean to trouble you. Well, but I have to be going now. Sorry again.
Okay. I don't know what happens if you bumped into too many people, but I would rather not know what happens if you do that. I'm just gonna look around as much as you want to see it. get to a specific point, but no, places will be limited early on. It's probably gonna force me to go to where we need to go. So if I'm recalling correctly, it's across the bridge. Obviously there are shops we can interact with, in which case we will need to do that quite a bit.
Hey! I carry only the best. Guaranteed. Done already? Come back soon.
Okay. Obviously the light blue marks are, if I'm recalling correctly, are the graffiti spots. I don't... It's been quite a bit since I've played this game, but I do recall that detail. Sadly, I cannot interact with the dogs in this game, which is disappointing, but, you know. That's why we can't look around. And now I'm going to try and get as many shops as I can. Opened up.
I recommend everything. Oh, hope to see you again soon.
Well, there must be some graffiti down there, but we can't really look around everywhere yet. I don't recall. Actually, let's look at this. Obviously, after finding a bit of graffiti, you will get some specific things triggered. So make sure you interact with as much of the graffiti as you can, because that will be crucial. Now, this is a landmark. You see a circle in front of something like the Fountain Plaza.
Wow, what a sight.
Which is something that I have explained. You'll update them, get a map update. All that, so now try to interact with everything if you can. You know, just interact with anything.
Over here, sir.
Feel the need to.
Can I help you find anything? Come again soon.
Okay, so to the left is a landmark spot.
A treasure chest.
Okay, have that. Okay, so the red mark is where we need to go, so don't need to worry about it. Okay, so it's up above. If it's not out in the open, like I said earlier, it's up above, somewhere else. To be more precise. Part of the town, which may or may not be able to go to. Oh, okay, we want to avoid bumping people, which is why I stopped running.
Come on in. Can I help you find anything?
Okay, let's see what that is. An attachment. Now I'm gonna save money.
Come again soon.
But it's important to investigate these.
I carry only the best. Guaranteed. Done already? Come back soon.
So the more shops you discover, the more places you can find on the map. Alright, now normally I don't want to go down here this early, but if you do, make sure you check around for loot. Always check for loot. And this is basically what proves my point.
A treasure chest.
Okay, so I don't really know the graffiti is on that part of the map, but it's probably up there. Sorry, because I don't see it around. I look around as much as I want, but so if you see there's no graffiti nearby. You'll be able to go over there later on this chapter, if I'm not mistaken, so... You know, at least do what you can to loot things and all that jazz, because, you know, everything's important. Grab everything you can. I want to at least felt the map. Oh. Okay. Treasure chest is not within the boundary. See that, or it's up there, but we don't have the ability to go up yet. At least not via rooftops. Now make sure you check thoroughly for loot. I'll continue the game soon, but I'd like to look around.
Treasure chest.
Because it's important to collect as many things as you can. Oh no, it's for these dark blue orbs.
Oh, this is...
Pick those up. Those will upgrade your thing. Those will be upgradable. Like upgrade item currency, basically. If I'm not mistaken. But then again, I should be recalling that correctly. Because you're going to need that for when you do the stupid Nox stuff. Especially the major ones, so make sure you collect that. With that being said, you know, again, graffiti is all over the place. We have to go up and down, all over the place, basically. We cannot just jump over the edges like we would in an average game. So, yeah. Now, with that being said, I'm gonna nail that out of the way. Hopefully all of you enjoyed this video and all that. Anyway, goodbye for now, my beautiful blossoms. Remember to stay beautiful, stay hydrated, and stay safe.